Fundamentals are essential when working in the kitchen. Knowing how to properly handle a knife can prevent accidents and make cooking more enjoyable. Let's start by getting to know the anatomy of a knife. This is the blade. It runs from bolster to point. It's the business end of the knife, so it's the sharp end of the knife. The tang is an extension of the blade that anchors the blade to the handle. The heel is the widest part of the blade where the user has the most leverage and control. The bolster is the part of the heel right in front of the handle. It's part of the blade but thicker, and it provides strength from the blade and protects fingers from making contact with the heel. The spine is the top of the blade and is thicker and runs from point to handle. The edge is where the two sides meet at a point. This is the sharpest position of the blade, and it's the part that is used to cut. The rivets or fasteners fasten the blade to the scales or the handle. The handle or scales is where the user grips the knife. And the butt is the very end of the knife that typically has a downward hook to stabilize the user's grip of the knife. There are some essential knives every home cook should include in the knife block. Starting with the chef's knife. This is an all-purpose knife with an 8 to 10 inch blade, and it's good for preparing food. It can handle small or large jobs. Then we have the serrated knife. This is a sawtooth knife that is essential for cutting bread, but it's also great for slicing tomatoes and trimming cakes. The paring knife is a small sturdy knife that has a 3 to 4 inch blade and is key for small detail work. Now, how do you grip a knife? There are 3 basic grips for a knife that I'll be showing. The first is gripping the handle with all 4 fingers and resting your thumb on the spine. The second is gripping the handle with all 4 fingers and resting your thumb on the side of the blade. The third is gripping the handle with 3 fingers, resting the index finger flat against one side of the blade and the thumb on the other side of the blade to create a more stable grip and have better control over the knife. So now that you know how to grip a knife, what do you do with your other hand? We call the non-knife bearing hand the guiding hand. It's used to control the food that is being cut. First, you will tuck your fingertips underneath and hold the thumb away from your fingertips. The blade should rest against the knuckles to prevent the fingertips from being cut. It's better to cut your knuckle than cutting off your fingertip. Always remember that a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Sharpening and honing your knife is important for keeping your knives in working order. Now we're going to learn how to make some basic knife cuts. To start, make sure you wash or peel any fruits or vegetables that require it. We're going to create a flat surface on the item we are trying to cut, so that way it doesn't rock. It's important to keep the point of the knife on the cutting board and create more of a rocking motion than an up, down, or full chop. Next, we will create planks so they can be diced or bayoneted. Creating a plank allows for the creation of similar sized items so that way they cook evenly. So I'll be showing you how to dice and bayonet. The dice can be medium, small, or large, and a bayonet is a french fry. Let's review what we learned in this video. We talked about the anatomy of a knife, the essential knives for home cooks are chef, paring, and serrated knife, how to grip a knife safely and how to protect your guiding hand, and how to make basic cuts of dice and bayonet. And thanks for watching this video.